the New York Jets. So let's get it. Whenever Andrew's ready, he'll join his game. All right. So whenever you're ready. Thursday night football. So you're saying I'm the only one that plays Lucci this season? Wait, Andrew, so I'm the...
Okay, what's it called? After we're done playing Madden, because I know I gotta find a YouTube video to tell me how to download, because you have to download something to activate it. And, Flum, what were you saying?
So I'm the only one that plays Lucci this season.
Yep.
Okay. Defense, 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 defense.
So that means the blue team should have the best record, because the only game that he should lose is one. No, I'm saying, because I had to bust 4 people. All 3 of us had to bust 4 people. Luke Johnson. Wait, no. Flum has to bust 5 people, so he has the best chance to have the worst record.
Who, me?
All right, much appreciated.
But I'm not
Coach,
going to lose
as
all
we
them.
welcome all of you
All the
to
player
our
games.
exclusive coverage of the National Football
Actually, no, I'm going to jinx
League
myself.
on
I'm going to
EA
lose all the player
Sports.
games. What am I talking about?
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game.
Why do I get the
that
ball
was
first,
in
man?
evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it.
Is there a way to
This
change
crowd
that?
is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You're going to love this.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick
All right,
Kwiatkowski
first sack of the season.
coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, fair play. Fair play.
He's
Fair
the
play.
one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. It's taken to the 26. Called that a 46-yard punt.
How did you hold on to that?
40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Rudolph off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he
Damn.
one-handed. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, We keep talking about...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets
You're saying they can my person can buy it.
Tyler Croft, a 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
Because I have Nick Foles. Fuck, man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of
He
the
was
back of
actually
the
a
end
good
zone for a
quarterback.
touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own
Accidentally
territory,
chose the
which
wrong
means
play.
you're going to lose the field
I
position
accidentally chose
battle
a
as a
blitz play
general
and then
rule.
took advantage of
What
that.
they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And this is incomplete. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas.
Oh, that
And
was
it's 3rd
scary.
down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Taylor. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lucky 56.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8.
I'm going to go change something. Give me a second. I'm going to pause, go, depth chart.
Is there a way to change playbook?
Not in the game. Yes, let's go. Here, build the range. What? Oh, so many wide receivers. Damn. Okay. My team just...
Yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rudolph now to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. James Washington, 84 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I think if Dolphin was able to fall on it, yes, they'll keep possession here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Taylor. Finding room at the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Now Taylor on 1st down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot
Break his
else.
fucking kneecaps.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rudolph. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. James Washington, 79 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor. Aguilar has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a handoff to Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And now out come the Jets. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So now here come the Dolphins. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Rudolph. And this is caught at the end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. James Washington on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Taylor now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Taylor. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On third down. That's Cohen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Giovanni Bernard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On the return comes Drake. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Tiger.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Tannehill. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Oh, I forgot about the time.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like?
How would a job be fun?
Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense,
You see your parents
get the
come
ball
in
back
stressed
for
from work.
offense,
What
and
makes you
go
think that's
downfield
fun?
and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Completes it to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Tannehill on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Why did you move me in VC2? Why did you move me in VC2?
Tannehill now to throw.
Why did you move me in VC2?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end
why
zone.
you
Much too much
bullshitting
leg there.
me?
That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Person that weighs 320 pounds.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On first and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal.
All right. I promise you this isn't.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I missed Nick Foles.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as
That's
it's
so
through
bullshit,
the end zone
man.
for a touchback.
During the draft,
now the
they
Jet
said he was
offense
with my
about to
team.
take
And
over
then once
as
the
they
season
head
starts,
out
oh,
onto the
I'm tired.
field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant
That actually
performance.
got me heated.
Where they
Why
took control of this
find
game,
Nick Foles? You're
how they've
actually
managed to keep
good.
control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about
Yeah, you
how
know.
we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually
That's because my
open.
O-line is
It's a
shit.
loss of 2.
Got
Now
a better
third
O-line this
down.
season.
Brandon, it's clearly a running
Except for the
situation
middle
when you're
part.
up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and
This
make
one
it
you gotta
difficult for
realize
them to
you
move
have
the
a
ball.
good
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Muscles him off. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a
I would've
touchdown,
done
you
better.
have to go over
I
and look
would've
at the
got the
tablet and see
touchdown.
what you did on the last
That's what
drive.
I'm saying.
When you,
Blitz
Up here.
coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Why is this against?
Third and long, it's Tannehill. It's caught. Jones still fighting for more. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
This is a good reason why you have to have
Julio
an overpowered
Jones,
receiver on your team. At the same time,
74
the whole team is
yards.
shit.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good
If
by
Julio was on
Sanders.
Andrew's team,
And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's why it's my mission for Andrew to never get beat.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
Julio and Antonio Brown
right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They try again with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I farted.
You got 4, man. You got 4.
Off play action, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards.
Why did he throw better
and
than
at this
Nick
stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Derrick Henry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
He's into the clear. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A
Because I ran
great
Tampa
play
too.
there. 75 yards. And
I
the
don't even know
Jets
why I'm
find a
choosing
way to
Tampa
stretch
too.
their
Not
lead.
even fucking
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, tried to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. The 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, 4 down.
Now it's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cohen. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,